You've probably heard people talk about GoHighLevel's Conversation AI, but what most people don't realize is the leads you're losing right now aren't the ones who called your business. They're the ones who messaged you when nobody was watching. They landed on your website, opened the chat widget, and left. They sent a Facebook message at 10 p.m. and never heard back. They texted a number from an old campaign and got silence. These aren't bad leads. They just showed up when nobody was there to respond. What's going on, everybody? This is Jesse's AI clone. Jesse still writes and reviews everything before it gets posted. Now let's get into it. Here's why this matters more than most people think. Someone lands on your website. They've got a question about your service, your pricing, or whether you can even help with their specific situation. They look around for an answer, don't find it, and leave. No call, no form fill, nothing. Or they message you on Facebook at 10 p.m. They message you on Instagram on a Saturday afternoon. They text a number you used in a campaign 6 months ago, and nobody's there to respond. Every one of those is a lead that already had interest. They took action, they clicked, they typed, they reached out, but nobody was there to catch it. Conversation AI is what you put in place so those conversations actually happen and turn into booked appointments, whether you're at your desk or not. Conversation AI inside GoHighLevel is an AI chatbot that handles text-based conversations across every channel in your account, your website chat widget, SMS, Facebook Messenger, Instagram DMs, and anywhere else you're having conversations inside GHL. Think of it as the text version of Voice AI. Voice AI handles inbound calls. Conversation AI handles inbound messages. It answers questions, qualifies leads, books appointments, and can hand things off to a real person when the conversation needs a human touch. And just like Voice AI, you control the entire thing. The persona, the qualifying questions, what actions it takes based on what the customer says, all of it. The difference is this isn't sitting on a phone line. It's sitting on your website and inside your messaging channels, responding instantly the second someone reaches out. Now let me show you exactly how to set this up inside GoHighLevel step by step. Step 1, where to find it. When you log into your GoHighLevel sub account, go to the left sidebar and click on Conversations. This is where all your message channels live: website chat, SMS, Facebook, Instagram. Conversation AI plugs into these channels so it can respond to incoming messages automatically. Then look for the AI agent section, same place we used for voice AI. That's where you're going to create your conversation AI agent. Step 2, configure your bot settings. Once you've created your conversation AI agent, you'll land on the bot settings page. This is where you'll give your bot a name and configure how it behaves. You'll also be able to choose which channels this bot can respond on. Depending on your setup, that can include SMS, Instagram, Facebook Messenger, live chat, WhatsApp, and even email. For most businesses, I recommend starting with the channels where you're already getting the most inbound conversations. You can always add additional channels later. As you scroll down, you'll see a few additional settings that control how the bot behaves. For example, you can adjust how long the AI waits before responding. By default, it's set to 2 seconds, which is usually a good starting point because it feels natural without making customers wait too long. You can also control how many messages the bot can send during a conversation, whether it should respond to images and voice notes, and how it should behave when a human team member jumps into the conversation. One setting I particularly like is the ability to put the bot to sleep when a manual message or workflow message is sent. This helps prevent situations where both your team and the AI are trying to respond at the same time. For now, most of these default settings work well for the majority of businesses, so don't feel like you need to customize every option before getting started. Once you're finished here, click Next, and we'll move on to configuring the goals for the AI agent. Step 3, bot training and knowledge bases. The next section is bot training, and this is where you can connect a knowledge base to help your AI provide better answers. Think of a knowledge base as information you're giving the AI access to so it can answer questions more accurately without you having to put everything directly into the prompt. For example, you might have a list of frequently asked questions about your business. Things like pricing, service areas, business hours, products, services, or other common questions customers ask. You can upload that information into a knowledge base and then configure your AI to reference it when responding to customers. Just to briefly show you where this is located, you can head over to Knowledge Bases and click Create New Knowledge Base. I would open this in a separate tab. From there, you'll see several different ways to build your knowledge base. One option is a web crawler, which can pull information directly from your website. Another option is an FAQ table, where you can manually add questions and answers one at a time. You can also use rich text if you want to paste information directly into the knowledge base, or upload files containing information you want the AI to reference. This can save you a lot of time because instead of trying to put every possible answer into your prompt, you can simply give the AI access to information it can reference during conversations. There are quite a few ways to use knowledge bases, and honestly, that's probably a topic that deserves its own video. For now, just understand that this is one of the best ways to help your AI answer questions more accurately and provide a better experience for your customer. Step 4, bot goals and prompting. The next section is bot goals, and this is essentially where you're prompting the AI and telling it how you want it to behave. You'll notice that it's broken down into three different sections. The first section is the personality of the bot. The second section is the goal of the bot. And the third section is additional information. The default prompt that's provided by GoHighLevel actually works pretty well as a starting point, so don't feel like you need to completely reinvent the wheel here. You can also combine this with a knowledge base for even better results. If you're not sure what to put in these sections, one of the easiest things you can do is use a tool like ChatGPT or Claude to help you write the prompt. Simply tell it what type of business you have, what services you offer, and what you want the AI to accomplish during the conversation. You can even provide additional information such as your website, FAQs, service information, pricing details, or anything else that gives the AI more context about your business. From there, ChatGPT or Claude can help generate a prompt that you can use as a starting point. And don't be afraid to keep refining it. Prompting is usually an iterative process. You'll make changes, test the bot, see how it responds, and continue improving it over time. Once you've added your prompt, you'll notice a test your bot section over on the right-hand side. I highly recommend spending some time here before going live. Try asking questions that real customers would ask and see how the AI responds. If the responses aren't quite what you're looking for, go back and make adjustments to your prompt until you're getting the behavior you want. The more time you spend testing and refining the prompt, the better your overall results will be once customers start interacting with the bot. Step 5. Actions and automations. The next section is actions, and this is where you decide what should happen after or during the conversation. What you configure here is really going to depend on the type of bot you're building. For example, if you're creating a general question and answer bot, you might simply want the AI to answer questions and then trigger a workflow to notify your team that somebody reached out. If you're creating an appointment booking bot, you'll want to configure appointment booking actions so the AI can connect to your calendars inside of GoHighLevel and help customers find available times to book. This section also allows you to create more advanced experiences by having different bots handle different parts of the conversation. For example, you could have one bot that focuses on answering general questions and another bot that specializes in booking appointments. If somebody starts by asking questions and then decides they want to schedule a call, you can have the conversation transferred to a booking bot that takes over and helps schedule the appointment. You can also configure situations where the conversation should be transferred to a real person. This can be especially useful for live chat because sometimes customers simply want to speak with a human. If you have team members available, the AI can hand the conversation off when needed. Another feature I like is the ability to automatically follow up with leads if a conversation gets left unfinished. For example, if somebody starts a conversation but stops responding before taking the next step, the AI can follow up later and try to re-engage them. This helps prevent opportunities from slipping through the cracks and ensures that conversations don't simply get abandoned. The key thing to remember here is that you're deciding what action should happen based on what the customer says and where you want the conversation to go next. If you want to try GoHighLevel yourself, I have a 30-day free trial link in the description. That gives you full access to everything I'm showing you in this video, including Conversation AI. The link is down below. So what does this actually look like in practice? Here are a few examples. For a marketing agency, a potential client lands on your website at 11 p.m., clicks the chat widget, and asks if you work with roofing companies. Conversation AI answers immediately, qualifies them as a good fit, collects their contact info, and books a discovery call for the next day. That lead didn't fill out a form. They didn't send an email. They just opened the chat and started typing. For a home service business, a homeowner messages your Facebook page on a Sunday asking about pricing for a specific job. Instead of waiting until Monday morning for a response, Conversation AI answers right then, gives them a ballpark range based on what they described, and asks for their address to confirm availability. By the time you check your phone, the lead is already qualified and sitting in your pipeline. For an e-commerce brand, a customer texts your SMS number asking about return policy. Conversation AI pulls the answer from your knowledge base and responds in seconds. No support ticket, no waiting, just an answer. This is the same system running 24/7 across every message channel you connected to. Before you go live, here are a few things that will save you time. Keep the initial greeting short. Nobody wants to read a paragraph from a chatbot. 1 or 2 sentences max. Tell them who you are and ask how you can help. Make it clear they're talking to AI. Don't try to trick people into thinking it's a real person. It builds more trust to be upfront about it, and GoHighLevel makes the handoff to a human seamless when it's needed. And use the knowledge base feature. You can upload FAQs, pricing info, service details, and common questions directly into Conversation AI so it pulls accurate answers instead of guessing. This is what makes the difference between a chatbot that helps and a chatbot that frustrates people. That's the full Conversation AI setup inside GoHighLevel. If this helped you out, make sure to like and subscribe and let me know in the comments what channels you're connecting Conversation AI to. I'd love to see how you're using it. Also, if you're curious how I'm making these videos with an AI clone, the course that taught me how to do it is linked in the description. It's the AI Authority Engine community on Skool. Go check it out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.